Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Millionaires Are the New Middle Class. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Now, let's get started. Is it possible that millionaires are the new middle class? That appears to be the case in a growing list of big cities now. It used to be that if you had a nice middle class job or profession, you could live in a safe middle class neighborhood. You could purchase a reasonably priced home. You could afford to raise your family on just one income while your spouse stayed home to make sure the children were raised properly and safely. You could go to the grocery store and spend a reasonable amount of money instead of what looked like a car payment on food. Speaking of cars, you could also afford a normal car at a normal price, instead of spending the obscene amounts of money it now takes to purchase one. But then something strange began to happen. We started having artificially engineered food shortages. The marketplace started to artificially jack up the prices of new and used cars. The job market was disrupted and shredded by the events of the last 2 years. Half of all retail businesses and restaurants have been bankrupt. Now we're hearing that more than 50% of all remaining restaurants couldn't make their lease payment last month. Think about that, 50% only a month ago. Now they have printed so much money and they're continuing to print even more money that it appears they will take our current and outrageous level of inflation and skyrocket it to crippling new levels. That means that food and gas and almost everything else will soon rise in price and reach levels that normal people will not be able to afford. By normal people, we mean the middle class. If you look at some of the largest cities like New York, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, and others, you'll see that it's almost impossible to survive on what was once considered a middle class income. If you have a modest income or no income, then you'll probably have to live in a high crime area. Your children will be forced to go to schools which regularly have riots or gunfights inside of them and outside of them. If you have a car, and heaven forbid it breaks down, then you will probably have to spend more to fix it today than you paid to buy it used a few years ago. What's really interesting is, let's pretend for a minute that you have $1 million. Maybe you inherit it, or you win it in the lottery, or you were lucky enough to purchase the right crypto at the right time. What's stunning is how little $1 million is in today's major cities. It buys you almost nothing in real estate. It doesn't get you and your family into a safe neighborhood. After taxes, it won't even elevate your family's quality of life very much. If you did receive or make $1 million, what would you do? Well, we don't give financial advice, but here is what we've seen some really smart people doing once they came into some money. First and foremost, get the heck out of the big city you live in. Move to the deep south or Florida or to some other small town in the Midwest where you can buy 3 or 4 times as much house for a fraction of the cost of trying to do so in a major city. If you need another car, then purchase a used car. New cars will cost a fortune and they will break down soon after the warranty expires. Most well-informed people realize that their money in the bank is worth less every day because of the rampant inflation. So because of that, they're buying homes they can flip or they're investing in some other hard assets like land. Others are trying to create their own small business of some sort. If you're trying to do that, then make sure to spend as little as possible on a business venture because the vast majority of new businesses never make any money. One thing you may want to consider doing is to purchase a duplex or a quadplex instead of buying a home. This way you can move into one of the units and you can rent out the other units for some cash flow. In a lot of ways, millionaires are indeed the new middle class in a lot of cities, but if you're really smart and careful, you can dramatically improve your quality of life by being super smart with every dollar you spend or make. That means don't buy any stupid jewelry, cars, stock market investments, or other crazy ideas that will destroy your family's future. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Goodbye.